Okay, everyone. Good morning. My name is Christy Denny's. I'm your Miami instructor. This is your Showing Lead class, and we're going to get started on miamirealtors.com. I did want to show you a tip. You do have a search bar here that's available for you. And if you have any questions regarding a program or service of interest, you can go ahead and search here. So, for example, if we had any questions about Showing Lead, you can basically input inside of the system the name of that product or service, and you will receive information regarding Showingly. So for example, I'm going to click on Showingly, showing management and more. And if I click on it, it's going to give me a product page. Most of our services do have a product page enabled to them, and they're available on our website. These product pages will include a short tutorial, which I'd love to share with you. Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure that I am sharing sound with you. We're going to play this quick agent by showing the tutorial.
We are Showingly, the real estate platform taking a stand to empower the agent. At our core, Showingly simplifies showing management, giving you the freedom to schedule showings on your terms while keeping your client in the loop and you in control of your business. But your business doesn't stop at the showing, and neither do we. Showingly supports your day-to-day with our CRM connecting you to your clients, brokerage suite linking you to your coworkers, and listing management organizing all of your listing info and showing requests in one place. Times are changing. We know it, and you know it. It's time to take a stand. By joining Showingly, you are joining a new era of real estate. You are deciding that you deserve better. You deserve power, freedom, control. It's time to take back what you deserve, and Showingly is here to give you exactly that. Sign up today and join the new era of real estate.
So basically, Showingly is another showing management system for you where you can schedule showings. You can also set up your listings and much more. The first time that you will be working inside of Showingly, you do have instructions and they're available on the right-hand side. You have fast access information. You have information regarding the agent web, the agent mobile, as well as the broker suite. These are all Showingly databases. Scrolling down, to access Showingly, you do have to go ahead and register under agent.showingly.com, where you need to find yourself within your market, select your market, and input your name and MLS ID. I'm going to go ahead and click on agentshowingly.com to take you there. I'm also going to share this address with you inside of the chat if you want to follow along. And clicking on the link, you will come to this page where you want to authorize yourself. So what we would do is, where do you practice? You would click on that drop down arrow and select the state of Florida. From here, you're going to go ahead and find yourself. And as you look for yourself, this is me. So I'm going to click on confirm. And from here, you can choose your verification method, whether that's going to be through text or email. So there is a note, verification codes will be sent to your phone number or your email that you've provided by the MLS. If your information has changed, you need to contact support for a manual verification. That means that the cell phone number and the email address associated with your Miami account, that's where you're going to receive that verification from Showingly. Once you go ahead and do this verification process, which I'm not going to do right now because I've already done it, you have access to always clicking and accessing Showingly from your single sign-on system inside of the Miami Gateway. Clicking out of the Showingly page, you do have your icon, Showingly, right over here where it is that you can click on it. Before we deep dive into Showingly, which is basically a new choice for you to show and schedule appointments, I did want to show you that you do have this class available to rewatch. It's going to be available inside of Miami Realtors Live. This is where you have access to videos, 24/7 access to recorded seminars, videos, training sessions, and live streaming events based from your education department and your Miami trainers. If you are a YouTube channel, we have you covered. The Miami trainers have a YouTube page that has Showingly already recorded and available for you. We do invite you to subscribe to the page. If you do subscribe, here is the subscribe button. You can receive a notification of any new training that's been updated. If you want to find a specific product or service, they're available inside of the playlist. You also have the option to search within our channel, so you can always input the word showingly, press enter, and we do have for you tips and tricks available inside of the YouTube channel. We have Showingly tips, and we do have that Showingly showing management service that has been updated just a month ago. Moving into the Showingly database. So initially, let's talk about what you have available. You do have the option to either open up your camera on your phone towards the QR code, where you'll have the option to open up that page. Once you open up that page on your cell phone, what will be provided will be your Showingly application. If you have not received your Showingly application and you want to download it, you want to input your phone number and tap on text me the app. It'll let you know that you'll receive the link to download the app shortly. You'll receive it from phone number 1-833-313-0873. Well, you'll have a link to download the application. Once you're done, you want to click out. The first step we want to take is scroll all the way down. We want to scroll all the way down where you have your name. You want to click on here and just customize this sector. So for here, you want to make sure that your picture's uploaded and that your information is correct. You can always edit your phone number if you would like. So if you need to change your phone number, you can send it here, clicking on back. You also have the option to log out from here. You cannot change your email address, but you do have additional settings up at the top with this gear function. So from here, if you want to upgrade, you do have the account information, tapping on account, where you can add your new card. You also can manage your plan, and you can also see your invoice history, right? So if I tap on manage my plan, that's going to give me access to upgrade my Showingly account. Aside from that, you do have access to your showings regarding your notifications. If you would like to continue to receive push notifications and emails whenever you have scheduled a showing or someone has requested a showing, you want to keep these on. If you want to turn them off, you can toggle them off. You also have a social sector that's available where you can indeed make this a public account by toggling this on. Aside from that, you have the ability to add a short bio. So if you click on the paper and pencil icon and click on it, you're able to add a little information about you. Remember, this information is also going to be available to share with your customer. So if you are working with a seller, they have access to Showingly, and you do want to have a bio in there, a headshot in there. Tapping on save when you're done, scrolling down, it's going to verify that you have your license. If you need to link a license or an account, you can tap on link license or account, select the different market if you're functioning or working as a realtor in another state, and go ahead and upload that information. So these are kind of the edits that you can do, the customization that you can do with your brokerage. Here we go. So here we have that information regarding our brokerage feed. So if you want to make a post, you can tap on make a post. This is a great option if you want to share a message with all of the agents in your office. For example, Robert had inputted that he has a brand new listing that's active as of today, as of November 19, 2021, and he uploaded an image. Scrolling down, he also did another message, open house this Sunday, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So this is a great way that you can go ahead and communicate with your brokerage through Showingly. To make a post, you tap on make a post. You'll have the option to input a quick message. You also have the option to add a link as well as add an image. And then simply clicking on post will allow you to post that event or that message to your office. This is under the feed. You also have your listings. So if you tap on listings, you'll have access to all of the different listings that are available in your brokerage. Moving down into the roster, you're able to see all of the other agents that work in your office. Okay, and once you click on it, you'll see if they have any badges, if they have any stats. You're able to review their stats, Miami Realtor information, as well as their production in the last 30 days, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, etc. Moving away from brokerage, I did want to tap into clients. So you do have the ability to add clients in. Adding a client is very easy. You would simply tap on Add Client. You have two choices. You can either add a CSV, which allows you to add multiple clients at once. It does show you that you would need to put it in the order of first name, last name, phone number, email. These are your columns in your CSV file to be able to upload it into the system. You can also add a client manually by tapping Add Clients Manually. You do have the option to input their first name, their last name, their phone number, you're also able to input their email address, and tap on Done when you're finished. From here, you can return to your CRM, and that client will be available momentarily. Aside from that, you're able to tap on View. This is going to give you additional details about your customer. You can see their activity if there is any. You can also add a note. So for example, if I tap on Add a Note, I can select the type of note that I want to do. I can set a reminder to call, email, text, or simply write a note. I'm going to tap on Text. Okay, so you can write her a short note if you'd like. You're also able to go ahead and send over that information. As I scroll up, you can tap on Add towards the bottom of the screen to add the note. You also have that information available for you. So as you have communicated with your customer, you'll have all of the information easily available. You're also able to see if she has favorited any property. In order for you to see if anything has been favorited, you would have to upgrade your business. You have the ability to expand. So if I tap on expand, it's just another easier way to review your contact details. Tapping on back. Whenever you do send a message to your customer, keep in mind that the system will prompt them to want to download the application. So it'll send them a message or a text message inviting them to join Showingly and download the app so that you guys can communicate. Tapping back on clients, I did want to show you that you're also able to click, and once you've selected, you're able to delete. Moving away from clients and into listings. So here we have our listings that are available. These are not real listings, but I did want to show you that we can search them. So if you have many listings, you can search for the listing that you need to modify. You have my listings that we're currently looking at this time. And then you also can see your pending requests if there's any. So if there's anybody who is pending or anybody who has submitted a request for you to approve, it would be under pending requests. If you want to manage a listing, you can tap on the word manage and it's going to give you access to your listing details and they will be available below. So you'll have that address, price point, showing information towards the bottom with some additional info about your listing. Moving away from home info, you have configuration. This is what we have currently set up. So at this time, we can see that it's on a Supra, where the Supra is located. If there's any additional showing instructions, they'll be listed here. And then towards the bottom, we can see that there is a weekly availability that we have edited. Now, if you want to go back in and change these, I did want to show you that you can tap on edit to configure this listing. So you do have a showing type. You have 3: go and show, appointment required, and accompanied showing. If you tap on this small eye, it does give you additional information about how you should select your showing type. So we can see that the go and show is for properties that don't need approval. So that means that the listing agent nor the person living in the home or the owner need to approve. This is best for properties that are vacant, but they can go and show it. You also have use appointment required. These are for properties that do need an agent or a seller approval. And then you have the third option where they can use accompanied showings, which is self-explanatory, that the property needs to be, you need to accompany them, or the seller needs to accompany them, or your assistant, in order for them to show that property. Okay, so you would select the one that you prefer. At this time, we have appointment required. Moving down, you also have another option here. This allows showing requests for non-MLS members. Now, why would you want that? This is a great option. It's going to automatically create an outside link, right? So if you can show this to, or you can provide this link to an appraiser, that's going to come in and they can go ahead and schedule that appointment for you. Moving down, we do have the approval settings set as listing agents must approve, and you do have a small I. So it is going to give you an additional explanation about the approval settings. So choosing to allow unverified showing requests will generate a specific link. And this is what we went ahead and just did. You will be able to share this link publicly in the case that a party outside of the verified agent users, which means members of the Association of Realtors, can show your property or set up a time to see it. So for example, appraisers. Moving down, you have approval settings. So at this time, I'm listed as the listing agent and I'm able to approve a property. So I can either approve it via text or I can approve it via email. You also have the option to add a co-listing agent. So if I were to tap add co-listing agent, I can go ahead and find the co-listing agent. Okay, so I can go ahead and select Robert Rodriguez as the co-listing agent, and his information will automatically appear. From here, this would be co-listing agent as a partner in your team, and you can select for them to be able to approve listings. You also can see how they would receive notifications. They can receive them text or email, for example. Now, if you want to give more access to your seller and you want them to be involved in the process, this is a great option for a very picky seller or a seller that needs more of a hands-on approach and they want to see additional information about who it is that's going to come in and view their property. You can add a seller client by tapping on Add Seller Client. You can go ahead and select that customer, and that person will be automatically indicated into the system. Now, in order for you to have the option available, you must have added the person under clients first. From here, you can then go ahead and toggle it on to receive notifications via text and as well as email. Scrolling down, you can add additional sellers. So if it is a husband and wife or a pair or a couple, family members, etc., you can add seller clients. You also have the options to verify your showing details. So how is it that you would like to show this property? Supra, Central Lock, or other? We normally provide Supra. You do have the option to input where it is that you're going to be placing that Supra lockbox. It is a required field, so you would have to input that information. If there's any additional showing instructions that you would like to add, you can do so here. Scrolling down, you also have notice required. If there's none, meaning before they show that property, is there additional notice? None, 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 day. Okay. Scrolling down, is there a minimum showing duration? That means how long are you going to provide that listing agent availability to view that property? So I'm going to update that to 1 hour to include travel time. Scrolling down, you also have weekly availability. So you do have the option to allow overlapping showings. That means, can multiple agents be in your home at the same time? You can toggle this on if yes. You also have the ability to review the week, Monday through Sunday. And if, for example, if one of your customers is not comfortable showing property on Sunday, you can simply tap on Sunday to make sure that that day is not available. You also have the ability to update the hours, right? So if there's none before 10, you can update that information, okay? Moving down, you can tap on update to save all of those changes. These are your listings. Moving into the calendar, I did want to show you if you have any upcoming listings, they will be provided here. Since these listings are not real, you won't have anything available, but once they are scheduled or anybody schedules any property, any showings with your properties, they will appear on your calendar. It also goes backwards and forwards, so you can keep that tour log. Moving up, you do have your showings. So if there's any showings that you have or have been requested from you, you can view them here. You also have a queue. So a queue is available for you to be able to schedule multiple properties in order for you to show them. So you can go ahead and search the map. It is available to search. When you search, the property that's going to be syndicated inside of this map will be properties that are already linked with Showingly. So for example, if I were to log a listing, I'm able to log that property. By logging it, that means I'm able to schedule the appointment. So I can select the day I'd like to see it, the time I'd like to see it, for how long I would like to see it. And then I can add my clients and choose syndicated. Now towards the bottom, you can tap on schedule. I don't actually want to tap on schedule only because this is a live listing and I don't want to confuse the actual listing agent, but I did want to show you that process. So you would tap on schedule to schedule it. Very easy to do. Aside from log, this is if you want to schedule one showing, but if you want to put it in your queue, you can tap on queue and it's going to automatically input that into your queue. If I click on the back arrow and tap on that search bar and search for additional property, I want to do a few examples. I'm going to queue this one. Okay, and it's going to start populating on my feed. Let's look for another property. Tapping on queue. Okay, and as you can see, these properties are starting to be optimized. So you do have a route optimization option. Aside from that, if I refresh this, I did want to show you that inside of the queue, you can add a start point. So for example, if you wanted to add your office, okay, and you wanted to scroll down and add your endpoint, I'm going to input the office and tap on route optimization. You're able to see that it has gone ahead and optimized your route. So I put it in an order. Now to better service this, you would have to you would have to schedule them. So select a date and time. So based on the date and times that you can see these properties, it's going to be a better performance. So you would select in the same way when it is that you would like to see the property, for how long, and it'll go ahead and optimize that route so that you don't have to. Now, aside from that, as you select your dates and times for each of the properties in the way that I just did, you do have the option to tap on schedule all. This will schedule all of the properties at the same time for you. So all of those requests to the different agents will be provided. You also have the ability to see how many minutes are from one property to the next. So we can see that there's an 8-minute difference here, a 36-minute difference here, and back to the office is an additional 28. So you're able to give that additional information to your customer, let them know how long the whole tour will be, so you can set expectations for them. Okay, and everybody likes to work with a very organized agent. Aside from working your queue and searching your map for listings that are associated with Showingly, I did want to show you that you do have your dashboard. So inside of your dashboard, you will see your productivity. So you will see your units and your volumes. You'll also see whether you're representing a buyer side or the listing side. You'll have the ability to review your information based on current year, last year as well. And as I scroll down, you'll be able to see your month-to-month production, year-to-year production, and information regarding volume. On the right-hand side, you'll have consumer information where you're able to see how many consumers you do have, what is the total number of consumers who have logged in the last 30 days, 6 months, year, 2 years, or month or year to date. Month to date or year to date. You also have your listing side information where it'll syndicate your units sold, your volume, and your average sell price. You'll also be able to see the unit information as well on the buyer side. So you can switch between volume and unit. Now mine is empty. I don't have production, but as you build your production, this is a great place where you can track your business. I want to jump into Matrix and show you how it is that we would schedule an appointment. So I'm going to move into the Miami Gateway. I'm going to tap on the Matrix icon. From here, I have my recent searches. And I want to show you when you come across a property that has been syndicated to Showingly, you'll see that here. You would simply tap on the MLS number to show it. You would scroll down and review the remarks for any additional information regarding showings. You can also review the broker remarks regarding showings. And as you scroll down, there's another sector that gives you additional information regarding showing instructions. So you have 24-hour notice, appointment only, call listing agent. As I scroll up, I'm able to tap on the Showingly icon. And that property was automatically added to my queue, right? So you're able to add properties simply by clicking on that icon. You're able to see that they've appeared inside of my showing queue. Moving back into Matrix, I did want to show you how it is that you would schedule a property. So if I go into my Matrix, I'm going to look at my firm's active listings and I'm going to schedule an appointment. So I'm going to tap on one and see if it's available to show. I'm going to refresh. And here below is that listing that I wanted to do. I'm going to select the date and time. Select the duration, add my client. Thank you so much for joining us for this Showingly class. We do have it available on the mobile application. So if you were able to log into that mobile app, you do have the same information available for you. So anything that you can do on the desktop, you can do on the mobile application. And I do want to send you over through the chat additional resource from my computer. I'm going to be sending you over the Showingly Agent Guide. So it is available inside of the chat for you to use. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. Thank you for joining me for Showingly. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and that you can join us for that holiday end of the year party. Thank you for being a Miami member.